At number 10, we have the largest ambulance network. So Pakistan, yes, has the world's largest ambulance service, and it actually holds a Guinness Book of World Records for this. Pakistan's Edhi Foundation is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, and it operates the world's largest ambulance network. And the founder was Abdul Sattar Edhi, who's very respected in Pakistani history for his service that he's provided to the community. And now the ambulance network lives on in his name. Next up is Kura. Pakistan has the second largest salt mines in the entire world. Now the Kura mine dates all the way back to 320 BC, and it was opened in 1872, and it brings in 250,000 visitors from all over the world every single year. It's estimated that it has in reserve 600 million tons of salt. That is a whole lot. They'll give you a kidney stone. Changamanga comes in next. And no, this is not some Japanese invention. It is actually a planted forest that includes a wildlife reserve in Kasur and Lahore districts of Punjab, Pakistan. It's located approximately 80 kilometers southwest of Lahore, and now it was once the largest man-made forest in the entire world. However, because of illegal deforestation, it has shrunk in recent times. Number 7 brings us the Haleji Lake. Now, Haleji Lake was a saline lagoon up until the 1930s, and that's when it was converted into a reservoir to provide additional water to Karachi, Pakistan. Now, back during the Second World War, additional water was really needed for the troops stationed at Karachi, and the then British government of the Sindh province decided to increase the capacity of the lake by introducing a feeder canal from the Indus River. Now, the salt water was drained out, and an embankment was then built around the lake, which was fed with fresh water through a canal. And now this took about 2 years to actually fully complete. Number 6 brings us the Tharparkar Desert, also known and often referred to as the Green Desert. The Tharparkar Desert is the only fertile desert on the planet. Tharparkar is one of the 29 districts of the Sindh province in Pakistan, and it is the largest district of Sindh province by land area. It has the largest Hindu population in all of Pakistan. Halfway in at number 5, Pakistan is also the world's largest producer of hand-sewn footballs. Saucot is the world's largest producer of hand-sewn footballs, obviously located in Pakistan, and the local factories manufacture 40 to 60 million footballs every single year. This amounts to 60% of the world production. So a whole lot of hand-sewn footballs coming of Pakistan. Pakistan also has the highest ATM, and now this ATM here is operated by the National Bank of Pakistan, and the ATM was installed at the Pak-China border with a height of 16,007 feet above sea level, way high up. Cricket is at number 3. From losing to not so good teams to beating the best teams, Pakistan's cricket team is easily the most unpredictable. This is according to Pakistani sources, by the way. And that's what makes it one of the most exciting teams to watch in the entire world to play cricket. So whether or not you think Pakistan has the best cricket team or you're not a big fan of your team, you can always guarantee that if they're playing, the guys in green are going to give you a good time, and definitely it's going to be an entertaining match. The next thing is the Faisal Mosque. So the Faisal Mosque is a mosque in Islamabad, Pakistan, and it's located on the foothills of Margala Hills in Islamabad. And this mosque is pretty awesome. It features contemporary designs, and it's made up of 8 sides of concrete shell, and it's actually inspired by a Bedouin tent. That's where you get the unique design from. Now the main prayer hall and courtyard is said to hold around 100,000 worshippers at a time. And yeah, the Faisal Mosque is probably the coolest mosque that I've ever seen. Like, I want to live there. But at number 1, we have another mosque, and this is the Badshahi Mosque, and this is why it is in the number 1 spot. So the Badshahi Mosque is the largest and the last of the Grand Imperial Mosques built by the Mughals. The Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb built the Badshahi Mosque in the year 1673. Now it's the second largest mosque in Pakistan, and it can accommodate over 55,000 worshippers at a time. Since Pakistan split from India back in the year 1947, Pakistan has really uplifted the Badshahi Mosque as a symbol of the nation. And that's why it's the number 1 thing that Pakistan is known for around the world.
In Pakistan, it actually has the largest mountain range in the entire world. You got big mountains like the Himalayas there that you can climb, the Hindu Kush Range, and some of the biggest mountain peaks from K2. So if you guys are climbers and you guys really like to do that sort of thing, you might want to check out Pakistan because, well, it's got the biggest mountains. Biggest mountain range. Now here's one downside to Pakistan. It hasn't won any gold medals in any Olympics since 1992. Strange fact, they won a bronze medal in 1992 for hockey. And I was like, wait, what? They play hockey in Pakistan? But then I realized it was for field hockey and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, the Summer Olympics. Gotcha. Now, if you guys are a big fan of football, or what the Americans call it, soccer, you might find it interesting that over 50% of the footballs that are shipped around the world are made in Pakistan. And they say over 60 million of them are still hand-stitched from a town called Sialkot. Also, NASA has done studies on their balls and found out that the 2014 ball for FIFA was the best ball ever made. That's right, Pakistan did that right. Now, Pakistan, when it comes to its import-exports, believe it or not, it actually imports more than it exports. Currently, its exports equal over $47 billion, with its exports being $28.3 billion. The biggest being like house linens at 11%. They also export rice, making 7.9%, and non-retail pure cotton yarn at 7.2%. A lot of their imports are crude petroleum and even refined petroleum. Now, Pakistan, it might sound like a small country, but that is far from the truth. Firstly, its population stands at the 6th largest in the entire world. They currently have 182.1 million people, and it is still climbing. And with a landmass equaling 756,095 square kilometers. So it's not that small after all. Now, a really interesting thing about Pakistan is it is very unique to other Muslim countries. Now, out of all those types of countries, Pakistan is the only Muslim country that has a research station in the Antarctica. As a matter of fact, it has 2 summer research stations and a weather station. And currently they are developing a program where they can work all year round.
Long live Pakistan.
Now, you may not know this, but one of the considered 8th wonders of the world is the Karakoram Highway. It is considered the highest paved international road. This is because it's going through a mountain range. Now, it goes from Pakistan to China and stands at 15,397 feet high. Now, it is extremely dangerous. A lot of the roads are like what you would see in a movie. They go around a very sharp drop. And even the highway was blown into the rock to make the road. Now, when you think of the deserts of Pakistan, you probably will sit there, or when you just think of deserts in general, you say, nothing really grows but cactuses in the desert. Now, Pakistan has the Thar Parkar Desert, which is the only fertile desert in the entire world. Now, this is because of its topography. Some of the valleys and ridges are shot up to 46 meters high. And what happens is rain will collect in these valleys and make the area moist, thus growing grass and even some small plants. In Pakistan, a baby is born every 7 seconds, so by the time this video is done, I don't really know how long it's going to be after the edits, there's probably been over, I don't know, maybe 24 babies. And lastly, according to the Institute of Business Administration, they gathered a poll from 125 countries, and according to that poll, they discovered that Pakistan stands at the 4th most intelligent countries in the entire world.
Now, the first thing I want to share with you is that Pakistan is home to the highest mountain ranges in the world. In order from tallest to shortest, there is the Himalayas with an elevation of 29,029 feet, and then there's the Karakoram at 28,251 feet, and finally the Hindu Kush range, all of which are located in Pakistan as well as other countries, of course. Now, the second highest mountain in the world is known as K2, and it's a part of the Karakoram mountain range. It's like heaven for mountain climbers, like really. Now, interestingly enough, although Pakistan has not won a medal in the Olympics since 1992, that year they won a bronze medal for field hockey. Before that, I did not know that Pakistan had a field hockey team. I thought they were talking about ice hockey. Then I looked into it and I was like, oh yeah, field hockey, yeah. But we got the Olympics coming up in 2020, so I'm just wishing Pakistan the best of luck. Maybe this is their year to get another medal. Gold medal this time. Pakistan also has the world's largest ambulance network. Abdul Sattar Eddy founded the world's largest volunteer ambulance network in Pakistan, and this network is also listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. Abdul Sattar Eddy dedicated his life to the poor from the age of 20 years old when he himself was completely broke. stroke. And sadly, he passed away in the year 2016 at the age of 88, but his legacy still lives on. Now, for the longest time, I just heard the name Pakistan and I never really thought, what does the name actually even mean outside of just being a cool word? So I got curious and I found out that the name Pakistan actually has a great meaning. It means land of the pure in Persian and Urdu. Pakistan is also sometimes portrayed as the little brother of India, at least to us living in the West anyways. So some people have gotten the impression that Pakistan is a small country, but that definitely is not true at all. Pakistan is now the 5th most populated country in the entire world with 218 million people, and that's growing fast. Also, Pakistan has a total land area of 770,880 square kilometers. Now, the full name for the country is the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and it is unique among other Muslim countries because it's the only Muslim country that has and maintained a research center in the Antarctic, and that is the Jinnah Antarctic Station, or JAS for short. Also, one of the 8th wonders of the world is the Karakoram Highway. Now, it is the highest paved international road, and the highway can bring you from Pakistan to China, and it is 15,397 feet high and 1,300 kilometers or 800 miles long. It's also extremely dangerous as well because there's a lot of sharp rocks and turns and everything, so drive on the highway at your own risk, but it's still a beauty to look at, and of course it gives Pakistan some bragging rights, right? Now, when you think desert, right, you probably think, okay, nothing grows there. But actually, that's not true. In the Tharparkar Desert in the Tharparkar district, it's the only fertile desert in the world, and it's also located in Pakistan. The area is a Hindu majority region with the largest Hindu population in Pakistan. Now, there are valleys and ridges that shoot up about 46 meters, and when it rains, these valleys become moist enough for grass to start growing. Now, in Pakistan, there are 15,000 new babies born each and every single day. That's roughly 10 babies born per minute. So by the time this video is over, about 50 to 70 babies would be born. Our videos average between 5 minutes to 7 minutes. I'm not sure how long this is going to be after it's edited. But yeah, that's a whole lot of babies. No wonder the country is growing so fast. And the final thing I want to share with you guys is in 2012, the Institute of Business Administration gathered a poll from 125 countries, and Pakistan came in 4th as the most intelligent country in the world. It was said that Pakistanis are equal to the people of developed and industrialized countries when it comes to intelligence. So yeah, Pakistan, not only a lot of babies are being born, but a lot of intelligent people are being born in that country as well.